just realized the camera's really. There we go. There. Gonna be a very chill stream. Chill morning. That's pretty nice.
You're always welcome at my restaurant.
I Stanker, you're 14 seconds late. This started at 6:30, not 6:30, and well, technically I never said how many seconds. Technically, I never stated 0 seconds. So I could start within from 1 second to 59 seconds. So I didn't do anything wrong. You shouldn't assume. Assumption.
Remember, I ain't no chump.
How am I today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I woke up really early. I decided not to stream to give myself a bit of a break. Just do some coding and other little other stuff that I do. Because I actually run another YouTube channel, and I'm designing a wiki from scratch, like doing all the code with the database and everything. So it's a bit of a side project for me. So I decided to spend some time doing that. Gotta go for a bit. Need to take the bins out. Oh crap! I did the rubbish too. It's rather windy out there. Be fine. I'll just make that exit. Oh, who is Demi? Oh, okay. Well, that's a new person. Demi. Who Demi is? I'm not used to people actually joining during the stream. That's cool. Now the problem, so what I've noticed is that, based off of experimentation and what people are using when they try and join my belly, because my item limit is above the yeah, well, our guys over here start as soon as 7. Yeah, I know, I'm probably gonna flag rubbish, but yep. Anyway, what I was saying, what I've noticed is that if people are using the Switch, it probably will crash, and it's only because that item limit is expanded, and so consoles have trouble with the expanded item limits. The only ones that tend to stay stable are people that use PC as well. It will show that I use Xbox, but I use Xbox on PC, so the item limit can be used. So that's why people crash a lot, and it's a lot of trial and error. Excited someone actually joined while I'm streaming. That doesn't happen a lot, and I encourage it because
Could use a few more
I like a lot of people running around. I mean, you can't do much. I think that's one of the buggers of it. Is like, yeah, they can come around and pick up everything and they'll pick up things that they want. Which more than happy if people do that. But like, that's not really the limitation of it. It'd be cool if they could like sit down, or I mean, I guess you could do some farming if you really want. You can go raid my pumpkin patch. You can raid all my plants if you want. This whole idea is really just to show off things and like people be able to. Oh, Demi left. Probably crashed. Yeah, it's just not stable on the Switch, and I think that's the bugger of it. They need it to be a bit more stable before people can visit. Damn it, I got all excited that someone was going to watch during the stream. Or going to pop over during the stream.
Morning.
It's wonderful how you're helping people.
Eventually get a system that's less buggy. Yeah, I think it's hard because it's all based off memory, specifically RAM than ROM, and because the Switch doesn't have a lot of it, it can't handle it. The same with consoles. Consoles aren't really designed to have a lot of RAM, so they tend to not be that stable. That's why if you notice, like, I tend to have computers with less RAM tend to have a lot more problems with this game. Hopefully they'll optimize it enough, but I think it's quite hard because multiplayer was always supposed to be like an add-on. It was never supposed to be a feature. It wasn't something that they designed the game with that intention. So, and also the item limit, because they expanded the item limit after the game launched. So that they basically had to adapt a system that wasn't designed to function that way, and everyone, and then I think it's unfair to put it on the devs to like expect it to be stable. They're trying, but it was just never designed that way. I think they were a bit foolish with the item limit though. They should have fully accepted that in a design game that they would have to increase that limit. So I think that bit's on them. But the multiplayer component being less stable, it's quite hard. Like trying to put a square into a round hole kind of deal. Like it was never designed to fit that way. I need to finish this section here and like tie that up a little bit.
There were so many nice people.
I would be back, stop distracting me. That's not my fault.
Oh, there it is. There's a couple of rounds around here. I'd like to burn upside down.
I'm actually going to take the trash out in like 2 minutes. Get it out. Oh no, it's not. Full enough. Alright, here comes Demi. Let's see if this works this time. I'll stay still, and hopefully it works this time. I mean, Demi, you got this. Demi's computer, I should say. I kind of wish you could sit on stuff like this. I think that's one of the more annoying things about this game is that you can design something amazing, you can't really interact with it though. It's a pretty looking game, but it's like making a painting of a Ferris wheel and not being able to ride it. We will wait.
What sort of special ingredients grow here?
No, we just have to wait. Hopefully this works. I don't want to curse it. I'm just trying to not make it harder. Hopefully it doesn't crash on you again, Demi. There we go, Demi. Hopefully that works. Should arrive right there. There you go. Welcome. I don't know who you are though, so... Ooh. Uh-oh, what happened? We're not funny. Ah, you're still around. Yeah, I don't know who you are, Demi, so... If you're in the stream, just let me know. Interesting to know who you are. Place is a mess. I think that's the one thing I do notice on community days where I can't do a few things. I do end up cleaning up a lot more. It doesn't seem to be working. Does it? That's a bit buggy. Demi's still around. That's a bit odd.
My magic works, right?
Hi, Demi. I like your hair. Hair's cool. I don't recognize you. Who are you? Who are you? I wonder who you are. Notice you're not saying anything in chat as well. Wow. Very odd. Are you just exploring? You seem to be stationary at the moment. Go up to. Aww. Well, that's disappointing. I don't know if it crashed or they just got over it. Welcome back, Mr. Tanker.
Good morning, Cadet.
Wonder who Demi was. We never found out who Demi was, Mr. Tanker, by the way. No idea.
Everyone here is so nice.
Yeah, that's still bugged. So I don't think that's a issue with Demi. Very confusing though. They came in here. They take anything? I'm taking it. Well, you're welcome to come back to me. Crashed on you. Oh, that's right, I can't go to chest. That's the one thing I really hate. Not one thing. One of the many things that multiplayer is a bit frustrating, is not being able to go into some chests. I do think the host should be able to still access all the chests. Especially if you want to give, like, items to people. And you should be an ability to, like, be able to enable whether a chest can be, like, shared. That's what I don't quite understand, because I understand, like, not giving people the ability to do certain things in multiplayer because they're worried about people stealing and so forth, but there should be an option to, like, enable people to be able to use it or not. Like, obviously not have it on by default, but if you're just like, alright, I've got heaps of wood right now, but I just don't want to spread it everywhere because that buggers up the item limit and it causes it harder to load. So I will go to this chest and enable it so people can come by and just take whatever wood they want. That seems like that should be a simple thing, because I mean you can interact with some things in multiplayer. I mean, you can interact with the shop. You got a browse, so you clearly can interact with stuff in multiplayer. Like, you can interact with that as well, the companions. So it seems a bit odd for that not to be an option. I understand not being able to, like, go into edit mode though. That makes sense. I've always wondered, because there's no way to prove it without someone testing it for me, is, does someone's valley, when they come to my valley, does it only show you the characters I've enabled? Or does it show you the characters you've enabled in Dreamlight Valley just with my layout? Always wondered that. I'm assuming it is you'll see only the characters I've enabled. But on that mind, it means that it loads expansion characters as well that you may not have unlocked. So it either means that the character model's already in the game files and you don't need to actually buy the expansion to actually have the models. I'm pretty proud of this. You can't interact with like that fire thing, the pyrotechnic things. It's a bit disappointing. I always miss these because actually not an easy way to spot them. Boom.
Sure hope Miss Flint can hold down 400.
keep that. There's memory there. I need to block this off. I think around here. No, I don't like that.
I don't think my ancestors ever imagined we'd voyage to a place like this.
It's right there. So frustrating. Oh well. Oh. 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 Oh.
Do you wanna stay the night? 'Cause I don't wanna be alone. It's been weighing on my mind for too long.
almost like we skipped this, but...
harvest their eyes.
I wonder what today will bring.
Oh! Hey there! Oh!
Don't do that. What should we do? Let me think. Let me think. Let's see if there's any interesting Dreamlight Valley video. What? Okay, we're gonna watch this video. It's a bit of a palette cleanse there. So, all right, we're gonna watch this. All right. Make sure it's looking at the right browser. It's so quiet. Yeah, it's like that on Friday typically. All right, let's watch this video as a bit of a palette clean.
Today is a very, very exciting day. We've just... What is going on, everyone, and welcome back
There's
to
a new
Oscar's Cozy
biome
Corner.
reveal.
Today is a very, very exciting day. We've just had our first look at the upcoming Disney Dreamlight Valley DLC. Dreamlight Valley have just posted reason number 1 to tune into our upcoming showcase with a little teaser trailer of what is to come in the future DLC. I
Okay.
feel like there's already so much to unpack, so today I'm going to run through the teaser really quickly, and then we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown, and I feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
there's probably
Yes,
some
man, I
hints
saw
as
this
to
and
what's
I
to
needed to
come.
watch
We're
it.
already getting a look at new biomes, and also some possible new companions, so it's all starting to take shape, and this is going to be a fun one. So grab a cuppa, let's dive in, and let me play this teaser trailer through just once, and then we'll chat.
What's the bet that it's not actually anything? What are you eating? Oh, I'm just, it's my coffee. I'm just looking at the spoon that I stirred it with. All right. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe they did put a teaser on the Twitter. Hold up.
All right, friends. So this is
Wow,
our
I didn't
very
see- okay,
first
this
look.
is- this
And
is
look
actually
at
new.
this well. I'm assuming it's a well. One, because we've got obviously the clock. There's a little rope here, but we've also got the little well glow that we usually have. So I would assume that this is going to be where we sort of land when we first come to
Normally,
this new
yeah,
DLC
that's what
map.
they did with the
That makes sense, given that we're getting new skins for Goofy Stall and things like that. So I would expect to possibly see new well skins,
Got a
especially with
clock
the
on
new
there, I like
DLC.
that.
They might come to the premium shop eventually with some different types, but this
If you
looks a
look
really
in
nice
the
version of it.
the glass
For a
behind
new
it, I
map
think
and a
that's
whole new
the
story.
Pegasus
I
from
love
Hercules.
this clock, the gold accents. I wonder if these are little lights on the side. Yeah, it's a great introduction to the new map and the new biome.
So if you look at the little horse behind it, it looks like a little Pegasus. I don't know what I think. I think the character's just called Pegasus, but
I think it looks fantastic. It goes with the tones of everything else. Obviously, this is very heavy on like creams, reds, and golds. So we're seeing a really huge building here. I don't know what that could be just yet. It looks like it's really well designed. I love the stonework. I wonder if that sort of stonework is what we're going to be getting throughout this new map. Obviously, we had like Ancient's Landing that was very grey and dark, but this is much warmer. Plus, it brings in the warmth from all of these trees. So we're definitely getting new trees. If
but I accidentally closed it, so I can't see the chat. There we go.
you've wanted orange or red trees for the longest time, well, you're in luck because they appear to be coming. And we also have some new red bushes. Now, these look like the flower bushes that we already have.
Yeah, I think they were
Except
just like
they're
palette.
obviously red, and they've got different color flowers on
Probably
them.
just
So I love the tones of
colour,
this already. There's another little
Color
fern over
palette
here.
change.
Obviously, there's 2 sets of steps. You know how much I love symmetry, so yeah, for a first look, I can't. This is very exciting. I've got to be honest.
Let's just
If I scrub
scrub to this
forward a
dude.
little bit, we can see that
I'm
there's
warming
obviously
up
the
them.
new waterfall in the background as part of the building, and then it changes to this scene where we get a better look at everything going on. We can see Scrooge's over here, so Scrooge's store is going to
Yeah,
make an
so
appearance.
it's
of
still going to
course.
do what they
Goofy
do now.
stall.
dude.
We can see there's a little tree here with a lot of storybooks underneath it. So
Yeah,
that
'cause
probably
I think
goes
it's got
with
because it's
the
Storybook
expected
Vale.
name of the DLC. Obviously, the storybooks are here as well. So
Storybook
yeah,
Vale,
Storybook Vale
Yeah,
is
so-
the rumored name. I do think we'll probably have that confirmed over the next couple of days or
I'd
so.
be surprised
That
if
would
it's not.
be my guess. But we get a better look here at those trees. Those orange trees are so fantastic, as well as this like vine version of the tree. I hope that we get to work with that and to decorate with that,
I
because
think
that
that's
looks
just like
like it could be a lot of fun. This building up here continues to go up in the air, so that is huge. I don't know if we'll get to go up here. It looks as though that could be some sort of staircase. There's another replica of the clock that we saw on what I think is probably going to be the well.
You can see
And yeah,
Goofy's
this
stall there as well. If you notice, like right there, you can see Goofy's stall.
looks like some sort of lookout point or something. So
I
this
mean,
is
that's normal,
obviously,
like,
I
you
think this is the
expected that.
equivalent of Ancient's Landing. So this will be sort of like where we land in the
Yeah.
valley, or land in the new map, I should say. And this is going to be the central point from where we sort of like expand and take a look and explore the whole new DLC.
I'm interested in the
Scrolling
characters
forward
you get.
again, we can actually see something flying over here. I don't know if you
What?
spotted it just then. You can see that there's something going down in the background. I think that's a new type of bird. That's probably some sort of new companion, but I would love to get a closer look
Nah.
at that. Also up here, that
I
looks
think
as though
that's
they're
just
sort
like-
of like bookcases
You
or
know,
something
you know
like
how
that.
you can't
And
see
that
butterflies
also
and bugs.
looks like
You know how you see butterflies and bugs, and like when you're just walking around. I think that's that. Probably just like set dressing.
some sort of hill. So I feel like this biome already looks incredibly designed. I don't know about you. I think it looks
They definitely had to improve the design from Eternity Vale, because the problem with Eternity Vale Isle, sorry, Eternity Vale Isle, was the biomes weren't big enough, but also just they were really weirdly divided, so you couldn't really kind of build them out properly, and that's why no one ever kind of did it. So I think they're gonna. That's the biggest change I'm hoping for here, is that they're gonna change the customization, or like the space you can build in.
head and shoulders above some of what we got with Eternity Isle, especially because a lot of the complaints of that game was sort of like that it was really big, but it was also very samey. So yeah, it's nice to see something
Was
different,
it?
but I could be excited
Oh.
because it's obviously new content. Moving forward, it actually takes us inside, and there's a lot to unpack in here as well. So if I scrub back and forth, you can already see you can see some
down at the bottom. You see something.
movement at the
Oh, it's-
bottom. I don't know what these are. I don't know if anyone can work that out. I
wonder what that
wonder
is.
if we're not getting a traditional animal companion, and perhaps we're getting a new mythical companion, maybe something like that. It could be that
Maybe.
it's something from a storybook. Maybe there's a Disney reference
Hard
that
to
I'm
tell.
missing
It
at the
looked like a
moment. Maybe
face.
these are something in particular. They've got like a little curl on their head, but then because there's
Yeah.
two of them and they look exactly the same, I'm not sure if they're going to be companions. That is an interesting one. We do have like big trunks coming up here, but this is the main feature of the middle of this biome. Well, I don't think this is the biome. I think this is a building within the biome. But you can see here that this is the Maleficent and the Hades
I mean, there could be a
mural,
chance that there's
the
only
wall
two biomes,
tapestry
right?
that has the
And there's
tearing down the
that
middle. So that is what we
Hades side
got
of it, and
in
then
all of the
there's
other
the,
teasers and what we got in
Maleficent
the end
side.
of Eternity Isles Act 3. So it's nice of them to feature that. It's nice that that actually came from the new DLC and that was kind of like slipped in to the existing one. I think that's a
Yeah.
lot of fun and
I mean, they did that
really
at the
wise
end
of
of-
them to do. It is interesting to note again that
I mean, they slip in teasers. So they slipped the teaser in at the end of the main campaign of Dreamlight Valley that it was going to be Jafar, and then it makes sense for it to kind of build on that.
this is kind of like destroyed. I don't know whether we're going to be working to rebuild that. This is kind of like the central part of that tower, I would assume, because that's probably the tower that we
Now, I reckon they'll go for the whole kind of like, you used to come here, and then it kind of went away, and then you went away, and it kind of just all got wrecked.
saw outside. But going back to this mural, I've got a feeling. Well, I think that Maleficent and Hades are pretty much confirmed. They wouldn't
Yeah.
be showing them off this much if they weren't.
Of course.
So I think that if we take a look, you can
Imagine that. That would be such a dick move if they turn around and go, you know, these two characters that we keep on showing that were like in the teaser of the last expansion and are in the teasers of the ones that we're showing now. They're actually not in the expansion at all.
even see here that maybe these biomes look totally different. Maybe this is Maleficent's side and maybe this is
Yeah,
Hades'
that's
side.
what I'm
or
thinking.
I wonder if this central sort of area, this central sort of biome will be our sort of Act 1 of this DLC. Then maybe in Act 2 we'll get Maleficent, which opens this gate. And then maybe Act
Yeah, potentially it could be 4 biomes. So you got that division there, and then you got these two on the side. I mean, there
We
is nothing saying they can't do 4 biomes. 3 just seems like the safe number, the easy number, but there could actually be 4 biomes.
get
instead of
Hades that
3.
opens this gate. That could go either way. I'm not 100% sure, but it would be exciting to see them work sort of like through the DLC in that pattern. We've obviously got used to the Act 1, 2, and 3, so I do think they're going to repeat that. And I
Yeah.
wonder if that's how they're gonna approach it this time around. There are some new elements that we see again in here. There's some candles lurking around. There's these trunks again
Yeah.
with like the foliage
interesting.
on and the, like mini versions of those flowers, I would say. And then yeah, we've obviously got the big orange tree coming through. It's interesting that there's a really, really big mural on the roof. I feel like whatever's in this missing part is going to be important to the storyline because we can see it's kind of like it's a big pattern here. So
Yeah,
I assume
I
there's
mean,
some sort of pattern missing.
It could be
But I
rebuilding
did
the
see this
room, and
pointed
as you
out
rebuild the
that
room,
this
it
was
unlocks
Mount
more.
Olympus. So yeah, that could be from Hercules. Interestingly, that is on Maleficent's side. So I wonder if something from Maleficent's universe is going to be on this side. That could be interesting. I do expect these two to clash at some point because obviously they're two really big bad villains. I think that's probably going to be the overarching story. But regardless, it's very, very
glad
exciting.
Hercules is in it.
Scrubbing
It's
forward
one of my
again, there's
favorite
not
Disney
much
movies.
else going on. Just a little reminder letting us know about the showcase stream, obviously to tune in on October 29th. The time, as I said on live stream, is really nice. I'm going to get to watch it live, so that makes me happy. I was worried that it was going to be in the evening and I wouldn't get to watch it, but yeah, it seems like I'll be
Well,
able to.
boo-hoo.
On the
I
whole,
get to
a
have to
very
get up at, like,
exciting
at 6
first look,
a.m.
I've got to say.
No, I get
What
up
I've
at
seen so
6
far looks
a.m.
pretty
in the
incredible.
evening.
So well done, Gameloft. Very good job. Well, that is it for today's breakdown of the first teaser for the new Dreamlight Valley DLC.
Interesting. All right. I like that. That was a good one. Also, a video worth doing. I'll give it 10 out of 10 Tinkerbells. As in, it didn't have Tinkerbell on it, so it gets a Tinkerbell.
Look at them jewels just sparkling up there.
Actually, let's just quickly check their Twitter just to make sure they haven't released anything else. I'm trying not to use Twitter so much, so I didn't check it this morning. You mean X? No, it'll always be Twitter with me. I'm just gonna watch the trailer just in case I missed anything. Ah, I missed it. Then they're gonna keep on dropping reasons to watch it, but we'll watch it together. It'll be exciting. Probably shouldn't even need to put a wall across. I'll get rid of that. Yeah, have it more like this. Feels a lot more.
We've got ourselves a hero.
Get rid of that. Why did Elon even buy Twitter for? Well, he got forced to. He basically, I think he made an offhand comment that, not offhand, he said he was going to buy Twitter, and then committed to buying Twitter, and then wanted to pull out because he realized how much it was going to cost. But he already had gone too far by that point, so he had to buy Twitter. So now he's just trying to save face and just say he did it deliberately and change everything and try and make it sustainable. But it's losing so much money. And eventually people are going to stop using it and the traffic's on there. I'm trying to use Blue Sky a lot more. The problem is that a lot of things that I follow I haven't moved across yet, so... And I hope it does go down. I think Elon is a bloody idiot. Especially how his endorsement that he's doing at the moment for Trump. I'm sorry, if a presidential candidate is openly talking about how he's not going to let the Democrats ever come into power again if he gets elected, that's a problem. That's what we call a dictatorship. And I think he's going to do it if he gets it. That's so deadly. That's how you get handmade style. I just hope it doesn't happen. It's just gonna make people so miserable. So many people are gonna get hurt. Damn it, that's still there. There's stuff like that you don't. Yeah, it's a very quiet day today. So if anyone's got anything to talk about, bring it up. Oh shit, it's on. I'm gonna drink the water. Always forget to take this. Bad because I've got an alarm for it for that reason. Really everything today. Hi Phoenix, how are you? How you doing? I should show. I'm gonna show my setup. You really set up like Discord on my phone so I can take photos. And resting from your epidural steroid injection. Yeah, how do you say? Oh, how's that going? Is it any positive effects yet, or still kind of in recovery mode? Do you want to take the headset? I need to shave my head. I'm getting the Friar Tuck look again. I have to shave it often.
I wonder what today will bring.
As they say in Monstropolis, rise and grind!
Feel like I got ran over by a double ticket bus. Oh, sorry to hear that.
The trolls would
Well,
love
hopefully the positive side of it can. The way you spelled that was crazy. Yeah. Double. I think it's double. Like it's like someone saying double with an accent. I'll be going for that one. I'm gonna check on Dreamlight Valley leaks to see if there's anything interesting. Doesn't look like anything. I mean, if anyone's gonna figure things out. Fine. So this is something. Alright, so what they've noticed here is that window that I was talking about that was in the teaser. They've noted that it's the Beauty and the Beast window. That's technically the Beast. So a lot of so one question is, does this mean we're getting Beast in his human form? So that's an interesting note, because it looks very similar to that. Extremely similar. Even with the dog looking back. So that could be a thing that we get Beast human form. So a lot of people are saying those creatures down there were critters. As long as we aren't getting him playing a fucking flute in our ears. Yeah, a lot of people kind of stuck on that. On the audio files. Alright. Let's... An owl? We might be getting an owl critter? That would kind of make sense. They're kind of hinting it's an owl. I don't know if you could tell in those the pictures, but And so you got a lot of bookshelf. Well, it makes sense because the whole storybook veil kind of aspect of it that just makes sense. That's just yeah. Fourth grade education. Yeah, don't worry. I think don't worry, Peter. I don't think she was making fun. She just thought the way you spelled it was funny. And I mean that in a good way, not a bad way. You know, some people spell some words better than how they're actually initially spelled. I don't think there's any other leaks other than that. I'm looking forward to that and the shop. And the other one. The other one I'm looking forward to is this. Looking for that. That looks really big too. Worried not being able to fit wherever I need to put it. But that's pretty cool. That would be really good to be in the theme park, Animal Kingdom. I don't think like a lot of people put a lot of the audio files here that they found. It doesn't reveal too much. A lot of ambient sound. It's just a lot of ambient sound at the moment. A lot of people think these will be in the showcase, like the items that you can get in the showcase. Not much, but hey, I think we've already got that one. We've already got that one. That came through in the mail. What's in the house? Audio leaks. Star Path leaks they kind of stopped doing after a while. Yeah, the last one we got was like in the middle of the year. Event leaks. I don't. Yeah. The last one was the Inside Out ones, which I honestly think was a good one. I think it was a good one. Yeah, this one was a while as well. Interesting. Someone's got the actual stats. Company spawn. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Or at least I think it's changed slightly. Alright. If you got any videos or anything anyone wants to watch, let me know, because I want to turn to like when we do these community days, more like we'll just watch videos and stuff about Dreamlight Valley. It doesn't necessarily have to be playing the game. So any videos anyone thinks I should watch or anything like that. Check out if there's another Dreamlight Valley. I enjoyed watching the last one. Okay, how about this one?
Why Crazy Domain?
Shut up, Crazy Domains. They keep on getting crazy domain ads. Very annoying.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Alright, now this person I've watched before. I kind of mixed feelings on them, but let's see. Let's just watch it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have two very important things to discuss. The first one is going to be revolving around the shoes and the confusion. We ended up getting some shoes in the mail. Well, at least some players did, but a lot of players didn't, so I'm going to go over that. And also, it looks like the gold edition for Dreamlight Valley is actually disappearing forever. So let's start talking about these shoes, all right? So before we jump into that, if you guys wouldn't mind, as always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel format, really appreciate it. We got lots of content coming up, especially with the expansion, estimated around December time. And you know, I don't sleep when it comes to the expansion. We talking so many videos per day. So go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So when I was doing my reset stream yesterday, I ended up getting 2 letters in the mail, which I thought was normal. I thought we were supposed to get that. So if I go to my mailbox, we ended up getting this one. They were announcing the showcase stream that's coming out next week, and you got the shirt. Well, on stream, I also ended up getting these purple Dreamlight shoes, which I thought was something everyone was getting. But then as I was reading through the comments on my video yesterday, I noticed a lot of players were like didn't have the shoes at all. There was just a handful of people that actually ended up getting them. So a lot of players thought maybe the game was bugged out and they're just missing out on them. Well, I can safely say that you're not going to lose access to these shoes. A couple of mods over on the Dreamlight Valley official Discord had said the shoes come out on Friday. They sent them by mistake a little early, so Friday everyone else will be able to claim them if they didn't get them today. And then another mod had mentioned and pinned in the Discord that the shoe mail was mistakenly available for some players today for a brief period of time. This has now been adjusted, and players who did not receive 2 mails today, your game is not broken. Please keep an eye out for future mail in your box. So yeah, it looks like you're going to have to wait until a little bit later this week to actually end up getting those shoes. And we may end up getting some additional items too. I don't know if they're going to release them before the showcase stream next Tuesday, or if during the showcase stream, maybe they're going to give us like a hat or something. I could definitely see them giving us a little Dreamlight Valley hat. But yeah, that's the first order of business. The shoes will appear, and that is, you know, the confirmation we have so far. So that's really great. Now let's head over to another website, and I'm going to show you guys something very interesting. So yesterday they actually made this post, and some players may not have even noticed this bottom sentence. So they said, "Haven't started your journey on Eternity Isle yet? Now's the perfect time. The DLV Gold Edition is on sale now with our biggest discount yet." So yeah, you can get the Gold Edition, which is pretty much all of the content in the game. It's usually about like 70 to 80 US dollars. They have it marked down 40%. So you can pick up all of this stuff and the bonus items like the cottage, the moonstones, capybara, all that wrapped up for like $40, which is a pretty good deal. But down here they said make sure to grab it before the sale ends, as the Gold Edition bundle will leave storefronts on November 20th.
To be honest, I think
oh man, so this is kind of good and kind of bad. So let's first talk about the Gold Edition. I actually picked this up again before I saw this. I just bought it because I wanted a 3rd account. So I bought it on the Epic Games launcher like 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And I thought $40 was a pretty good price, even though I've bought this game literally like 25 different times. It's just one of those things that it looks like these items are exclusive to the Gold Edition. So if you don't get them, like if you don't buy the Gold Edition, you'll never be able to get these items, it looks like. And this also tells me that...
Well, Eureka, when they released this, they actually gave those items for free to people that already had the game. So if they do this like a new one, and they introduce new items, probably will be given them, because that's what they did last time.
They are going to be releasing a new version coming in the next, you know, expansion, the next update. So instead of the Gold Edition, we're going to have something, because before the Gold Edition, we had the Founders Edition. So at one point we had the like standard edition of the game, which came with these items. They were exclusive to this pack. We had the motifs, some moonstones, and then there was a more expensive version. It was the deluxe edition. This came with like the celestial turtle, the clothing set, the furniture set, which is...
I think I've got the celestial turtle. I'm just checking it. God, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. I've got the celestial. I've got that one.
10 decorating items over here. Got motifs. You got like a deluxe jersey, a Mickey Mouse headband, and then all of the stuff from the standard edition when it came to like the cosmetics. And then we had the Ultimate Edition, which came with the Regal Fox Animal Companion and clothing set, the furniture set.
Which is... if you look at the Regal Fox there in the game, I'll see if I can find them. Oh no, the Regal Fox does look like that. Never mind. For some reason I thought it looked different. Oh, I'm thinking the festive box. Never mind.
all this stuff, 20,000 moonstones, the ultimate jersey and Mickey Mouse headband, all the standard items. So all of this was really like cool stuff, and it was an incentive to spend like $70 or $80. And then when the DLC dropped in last December, they completely did away with this ultimate like
Which kinda
the
sucks. There's
founders
some good
edition,
items in
and
there.
they switched over to the gold edition,
good
which
items
is
in
what
that
we
one.
currently have now. So you have the standard game and we have the gold edition. So on November 20th, it looks like the gold edition is going away completely, and I have a feeling they're going to have another bundle called something else that's probably going to come with the new expansion and bundled up with a couple of exclusive items. So it's one of those things, it's like I've bought this game so many times, and now
Well,
it
kinda
looks
helps that
like
if you like getting
we're gonna have to buy
YouTube
it
income
again.
and you
Not
can
to
spend
mention,
it.
we also got the cozy edition, which came
And
with some
he's got, like,
exclusive
47,000
items. Now, of
subscribers.
course, you don't have to purchase this stuff. It's just I have a feeling a
And
lot of
everything's
this
on
stuff's
full
going
pay.
to
I
be
don't know
locked
what
behind
ad
it.
revenues
Now,
are.
I will say we do have that showcase next Tuesday, so I wouldn't recommend purchasing anything on sale or anything until we get more information. I think next Tuesday they will reveal their plans with
Yeah.
the gold
I do-
edition
I do
going away
agree with that.
and their plans for like what the next bundle could possibly be. But it's just something I wanted to put this video out there because I think a lot of people did miss that comment that the gold edition is actually leaving. And so this is how the game is now. If you were like just a brand new player, these are your options you have. You can buy
Gold
the base
edition's definitely
game
the best
where you
one,
get 8,000 moonstones.
out of these ones.
You can buy the expansion, but you have to have the base game to actually play, and you get 5,000
Makes
moonstones.
sense.
Or you can buy the
Hi,
gold
Kiwi.
edition, but it comes with these exclusive items here, which is the capybara, the artist painted overall
And that is
costume,
just
and the
repeating
flowery
what he said
summer.
before.
So then it makes you wonder,
Or padding.
if this gold edition goes away, are these items here going to be gone forever, kind of like how the founders
Well, I don't think the items are gonna go away anymore because I've kind of set up a system to reintroduce items into the game, like the star path. Like, I'll quickly go here. Oh, I can't go to the shop, can I? But yeah, in the shop you can now get like old star path items under recommended. So I think what they're gonna do is probably those three. Maybe introduce them back into the game as ones you can buy for moonstones. That's my guess, and I think that's what they should, because I don't like this idea of like when you buy a game you get like pre-purchase gifts with it, and that's the only time ever you can get the pre-purchase games. Pre-purchase items, and then they're just not available in the game ever again. And if you discover the game like 3 months after its release, you'll never get these items, which look really cool. And it's like punishing you for doing other things in your life. And you shouldn't be. And I find it a bit... I get the whole incentive and all that stuff, and, you should reward loyal people and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you're only loyal to what you know. Like, what are they changing the game? Oh, they're going to do a showcase next week. Which we'll watch on stream like at 6 a.m. But they're removing the gold edition, and so the theory is they're going to introduce a new bundle instead.
edition items were. The founder edition items are gone. You can never get them again. So I feel like these are going to be some exclusive items that will also be gone permanently,
I don't
and
know
then
if
we'll
they'll be
move on
permanent.
to the new edition.
think that
So
should
it's
be
one of
anyway.
those things that's really cool. We get new bundles, new things, but it's also one of those, if you already own
That doesn't include the base game. Yeah, it does. It's right there on the left. Oh, I know. They'll probably introduce a new bundle that includes like the base game, expansion pass, Rift in Time, and plus the new one. Because they've put a message on their Twitter that they're getting rid of this version. So the theory is they're going to introduce a new one, and whether they introduce new exclusive stuff or not, who knows?
the game, it's going to be a
You seem like you came for a new bundle, but you already got the base game, so it's like a waste. I mean, what they did last time was when they introduced the gold edition, they actually gave the cottage, the overalls, and the chupacabra for free to people that already had like the other editions. And that's what I've got. I've got the cottage in Eternity Isle. And I got that Chupacabra. I think I do. I think I've got it. Check. There it is. There. Yeah, I've got it. So, and I didn't buy the gold edition because I already had the founders edition. So, I've got a feeling they'll probably do the same. It makes sense because I hate that idea of like, in order to get this item, you have to just not own the game, even though you've already got the game, and then buy a brand new one. You can never mix and match. Hi, what's the code for? Oh, the code is for if you want to visit the valley. If you've got multiplayer unlocked in Dreamlight Valley, the code in the description is what you can use to actually enter the valley. And just run around while I stream. Anyway, let's continue watching this. That's what I ended up buying was the Founders. Yeah, the Founders.
Shame,
and then
because you've already purchased the game
might
probably
already have
multiple
that
times.
cottage
Probably
as
most
well,
people
the
watching
Kiwi.
this video has bought this game at least a couple times because you have to buy it on different platforms. But the great thing is it is on sale right now for 40% off, like I said, which is pretty cheap in comparison.
I'll
Like
definitely
you
see.
do
Oh,
get
cool.
everything
Cool,
that's in the
Mika.
game currently. But I would still wait until next Tuesday. Now,
No
how
worries.
long is the
More
sale
than welcome to
actually
take
going
anything from
on
any of the
for?
tables as
If we
well.
take a look over here on Steam, right here it says it ends on November 5th. So you definitely still have a while to
We've got about a week
see,
after
like,
the showcase.
make a decision if you want to purchase this or not. And again, it gives you time to watch that
USD,
live
yeah,
stream
I
to
know.
see if those
Sucks,
items are going to
eh?
stay exclusive to the bundle that's leaving, or if you should like pick them up.
But if
or...
this is USD, I'll go USD to NZD. What's that? 41.99. Yeah, 41.99. So it's $69. $69.77. So it's a $70 for us. So it's a little bit more expensive. Oh, I love so. Yeah, what we're gonna do on community days now. So every Friday, this time every week, I've decided to change it. So not only can people come by the valley whenever they want during the stream, but also we're just gonna watch some Dreamlight Valley videos and just kind of get a feel of how the community is going. I like doing that.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of exclusivity when it comes to this game for sure, and the items revolving around it. But anyways, that is just about it. I just wanted to make sure everybody was
Just
aware
about
of
it.
those two things.
Is that just about it? And there's 6 minutes to go in the video. It feels like a lot.
I've seen a lot of panic about the shoes and players thinking they missed out. And then I also just wanted to let everybody know of what could possibly be coming, and that the gold edition is definitely leaving
a
here
memory,
on
like,
November
did you notice
20th.
there's a
It
memory
also makes me
behind them?
think this out. And
Right
then I
there,
also
by Merlin, there's a memory right there. That would annoy the hell out of me. Like,
just wanted to
pick
let
the
everybody
damn
know of
memory.
what could possibly be coming, and that the gold edition is definitely leaving here on November 20th. And also makes me think, does that mean that the release date is going to be around the week of November 20th, or is it still
Nah, I think it's going to be the same time as last time. It looks like everything is kind of lining up to be like the start of December, like last year.
going to be around the first week of December?
Yeah.
Because the last time when the Founders
There you go.
Edition left in like early access, it pretty much left around the time of the next expansion. So I
Correct,
think that
yeah.
the release date could possibly be around that time. I don't think it's going to be in November
No, too early.
because
I
the
think they need
event,
more
like the
time.
Star Path, ends in 34 days, which I think is like November 27th. I could be wrong, but it's sometime very late November on that.
It was originally supposed to end on the 13th of November, which is my birthday. But I think they got the dates wrong, and it's pushed out to. I think the Star Path ends on the second of the either last week or the second to last week of November, and then they added another week, and then I think the expansion's gonna drop. Because once the Star Path ends, you can still use the currency. It's just
So I'm
ends the
still
ability
thinking
to
maybe the
do
first
it.
week of December is when the expansion is going to be.
Looking for a new laptop?
damn it.
Check with PB Tech.
It's PB Tech is a non-tech brand over here.
That's about it. I'm going to wrap the video up with some voting. We have not done any voting this week except for
do you
a
just do
reset.
voting?
All right, we're voting.
You spend what 5 minutes on just voting for photos. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go away from that. All right. So that was interesting. I'll look for another video and see if anyone's got any suggestion. On your way? Yes. Oh no, you're not on your way yet. Yeah, you are now. So the minute you can't kind of do that thing anymore is how we know. So I'll see if there's another video we could watch. Let me see. Hidden features you may have missed. We could do that. You're gonna put on a better outfit. Don't worry. I wouldn't worry about it. There's not a lot of people that watch me. All right. How about we do? What's the? Trying to find something that's interesting. Most of them are just a little bit clickbaity. Why I stopped kind of doing it. Stop watching these videos. But Seraphim's got a video called 20 Hidden Features You May Have Missed in my Valley.
Hey, howdy, hey.
So how about we give him a go? Because we've only got like 13 minutes to go. We'll quickly see whether I'm going to give him at least half the video just to show me something that I didn't know.
Everybody, Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to share with you like 15 to 20 tips, secrets, things you may have missed during this.
So they got 10. They got 10 to get to. Can I add you as a friend? I mean, you can, but you can't really add friends in the game. Don't know how that works. All right, we're gonna give it 10.
Update and also some just new features and pretty much everything you need
You'll
to know
mention the flying.
about the
You'll mention the
update
wings
compiled
flying.
into one, hopefully pretty short video. If you guys do enjoy any of my content,
Short
please
videos,
be
like
sure hit that like
70
button,
minutes.
subscribe
Will
to the
be feet
channel.
as well.
Only 55.
I will bare feet to his world when it let me load. 90% of the time, my character always wears his feet. Well, that's just a Kiwi way. That's less about you. It's more about just New Zealand.
5% of people that watch my content daily are subscribed. Double check, I would really appreciate it. And if you guys have anything that I may have missed in this video, let us know in the comment section
Not a good
below.
start.
That way we can
Takes
spread the
nearly a
information and
minute
everybody can just know
to
what to
just
do. But let's
push
jump right
themselves.
into the first one. So up
Alright.
first is how to fly. So all
Yeah,
you
I've
have to
done
do
this.
is sprint, and
Yeah.
you can
I think that's
fly
pretty cool.
like this. But it's not quite that simple. You don't just like attach some wings to your back.
Yeah.
You go down here to the glider section and then just click on one of
That's the mistake I made. So I'll show you what that looks like. So if you're here,
Time to prepare. to leave.
and you go wardrobe, and then you just go back, and then you just put those wings on like that. Oh no! Oh no! I forget. Someone's coming to my valley, so this buggers it up. Anyway, yeah. So you just don't go to back, and you go to gliders instead. So I guess that ruined that experiment. I can't do anything in the game anyway, so we'll just watch the video. Can you? Yeah. Once you get here, hopefully the game doesn't freeze up and go to
the wings
go
that you may already
suicide
have.
on me.
Any of these will work. Most of them are animated, but not all of them, like the Maleficent wings right here. I am going to have a video coming out a little bit later that's going to show all the wings and stuff. But yeah, just go ahead and pick one of these, whichever one
I
you
don't really like the wings. to
and
be
then
honest. I
you
like
can
the
use them to
surfboard.
actually fly. Make sure you have your
Yeah.
yellow
No,
bar
don't be
up
sorry.
there with your food.
It's
and
just
then
my
hold
fault for not
down
paying
your
attention.
sprint button, and you can actually glide around like this. So that is tip number 1 in the first new
I do think that's pretty cool because I mean gliders was never really a thing, and they implemented because people just wanted a faster way to travel. The fact that they're now evolving more into it is pretty cool.
big change. Now up next we actually have some new trees. So if you go down here to the trees, we got the tree with worms, which is
Oh.
this one here, and we got the other one which
did
looks
not
like
know
that. They
that.
also finally added the magnolia trees in here. Before you had to do a little glitch exploit to get these in
Yeah,
here,
that's true.
but now you can place those down and
So I
they're
didn't know about
unlimited.
the
You
tree
can have
with
as
worms
many
one. I
as
have to
you
check
want.
that out.
And they also added the
Build
new
mode.
magnolia paths down here, so you can have
that's
those
cool.
unlimited. You can
Okay,
you
he's
don't have
impressed
to
me
do
so
the little
far.
glitch
He's
like
actually
we
shown
had
me
to do
stuff I didn't
before.
know.
They actually finally added them. So this is what the trees look like. They actually have some bugs on them and they glow a little bit, not much. but it's a nice nice
like
little
it.
change.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next tip, if you go over to your crafting station,
Mm-hmm.
they have made it where you can actually craft the new Mickey bucket. So let me go
Oh,
to
yeah, I've done
furniture,
that.
scroll down.
You're on Switch.
And we're getting
Oh,
this
okay.
new item
It
here,
might not
which
be
was
stable
supposed
with
to be for the
migration on you 'cause my item
Halloween
limit's really
event.
large.
But I guess if you have the candy, the red, the green, and purple candy from last
So that's the problem with the Switch and trying to get to a valley that has an item limit that's large. It typically crashes.
year, you should be able to go ahead and craft it now.
Yeah, I really
And
have.
then
I
if
did
you
that.
don't, you'll have to wait until
straight away.
Halloween comes around and then collect these candies and then go ahead and craft this. So this seems to be the only new item that I found over
Yeah,
here in the
sure.
little like crafting bench that you can craft is the Mickey's Halloween candy bowl. So very nice item. It doesn't glow or anything like that. It's just something to decorate and be more
Yeah.
seasonal. Now, one major change that a lot of players are going to love is you can actually track quests now. So if you go over here
Well, you
and
could
you can go
track
to
them
anything,
before,
you
it
can
just
go
was
to the
really
Dreamlight
bad.
tabs. Maybe you want to craft it.
But-
Maybe you want to track a duty over
Yeah,
here.
the
You
duties
can do
and
that. So if you
tasks
see
you
at
can
the
now track,
bottom
which
right
is
in my
really
screen
good.
where it says track duty,
Oh,
I'm
I knew
on
that one,
mouse
so-
and keyboard. I'm on PC. So for me, it's T.
Yeah.
If you're on console, it's going to be
I
a
like that.
different
I
button.
think it's a really
but
good
whenever you
feature.
hover
So you just
over
push T.
a duty or something, you just push that button. So for example, this one is a Taco Royal task. I have 1 out of 10. I'm going to press that. It makes a little star icon there,
Yeah.
and then I have it on my screen now.
So much
So it
better.
says Taco Royal
That
task. I
helped me
know I
with the
can
star pass
do
so
that.
much.
Now, it's not just the tasks that you can track. Another thing is if you go over to your crafting station and say you want to craft something,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
That's
you
good as well.
cannot track any of the things that you can already craft. So, for example, I can already make this wooden lamppost with the blue light. The only things in the crafting station you can track are the things you don't have all the items for. So the elegant gazebo, I can
mean,
go ahead
that
and
makes
track
sense. You don't
that
track stuff
back
here as
out,
well.
and now I have all the items that I need to go
I guess
and
if you want
forage
to
to
duplicate
be able
it,
to craft
I'm guessing
this
it crashed
thing.
on you,
So
Mika.
it's a nice little change, and it doesn't really make sense to be able
Yeah,
to
I'm guessing
track
it crashed
something
on
you can
Mika.
already craft. But at the same
no,
time,
Mika,
I
yeah.
would have liked to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the option just to go and gather more ingredients. So maybe I want more tools.
All right. Well, just before. So what I was saying before is, so if you just put them on the back, you still surf. But if you go to the wardrobe, and instead of having it on the back, you go to gliders. Not all of them can do it, so yeah, there's things I can do. But let's go cardboard wing. See? I like it. It's a pretty cool addition. I like it. But I like the surf. To be honest, I like the surfboard better. I wish they introduced more different kinds of surfboard though. Yeah. But it's a really cool addition. I'm glad they did that. A little bit of extra customization. Why have I got that on my back still? Oh, I'm gonna have to tape them. Here you go. Alright, let's go in here, Mika. Hopefully this doesn't crash in here. Alright.
The sun's shining almost.
You can check it out. I'm just gonna quickly go back to watch. Yeah. Got about 5 minutes before the stream ends as well.
More of these tool racks, right? So I would know I need dark wood, iron ingots, soil. It'd be nice if I could still track it just to keep that in mind, but it's still a nice change, especially this is something that's going to help so many new players, and I'm glad that they added it. And then
But the
of
problem
course,
is
like
it's
I
not that
said, that
obvious.
this works for like all these things. So you have like the Dreamlight duties. I
Like,
can
it's a
track the
little thing
find
on the
of 3
bottom
glimmer.
right,
The
so,
star
like-
path one is definitely going to be like the
And it
most
doesn't tell you.
helpful. You can even track this stuff over here.
Once you know, you
something that
know.
you haven't completed already. So for example, feed the sunbirds. Maybe I just need to set myself a reminder. That way every time I log on, I can have it up there. I'm like, oh, I need to go feed the sunbirds. I have this to do, and I can just do it throughout
That
the
will
week.
really
So
help me, 'cause I need to
definitely a
smash
nice
out a few of
change.
those.
Now, one of the greatest changes
yeah.
is to photo mode. So if you get your camera out, you can see now we have more poses. They're pretty just standard though. So you have like this pose, you know, the normal ones. We got our companion pose here, but we also have ones for all of our trolls. So you can actually just hold this. Lots.
All right, we'll stop watching the video now. 'Cause there you go. There you go, Mika. You can see yourself. You can go around Scrooges and do whatever. You can't use this thing on the side. The time bending thing up here. I'm not sure why you're not moving, Mika, but sweet. Ah, so it's still loading. Ah, it's all good. I thought it loaded. Like if I could see you, it loaded. But I guess not. Just wait. But yeah, we've got about 3 minutes. So yeah, it's been a really good week. I know I've been a bit slack. I missed Monday and Tuesday, but from a health point of view, and even just from a mental health point of view, it's been a bit of a rough one. So I'm hoping to come out of the other side, but sometimes with all the health problems, it's gets me down a little bit. Especially this week. This week's been pretty rough. Being attached to a machine 24/7 gets to you. Makes you go a little sane. No, Mika, I leave the stream open. I leave my Valley open about 4 hours after I finish the stream. So I'm leaving the Valley open for another 4 hours. The code is always in the Discord. The Discord that we use. There's a status called multiplayer status. Oh, sorry. There's a Discord channel called multiplayer status, and I always just leave it open for anyone to pop around and to take anything they want off any tables and all that. You're praying for me. Probably don't pray for me because it was a genetic condition. So, if anything, and I'm not religious, but if anything, God did this to me. So He caused it. He's helped enough. Let's let medical science fix it. He's caused enough problems. But I appreciate the sentiment. But yeah, I leave the Valley open, and anytime you want to come by Mika, you can always use the board. And there'll be a little note in there of you can pop around or not. I try and leave it open as much as I can. It's a bit of a thing for everybody. I want people to use it more as well. Ooh. I hope you. Okay, well, I hope you do a bit better. And it's each their own, all that. I think I'm completely okay with people being religious. I just don't like it when people kind of like judge you because of it. Like I don't judge you for being spiritual, but I hope the feeling's mutual because at the end of the day, belief is a complicated thing. I mean, out of all the gods in the world, there's a lot of them. A lot of different kind of variations of belief. And I don't think one person can be right. You're going to restart. Okay, if you restart your Switch, I'm going to exit, but you'll still be able to use the same code. So you can pop around. I won't be moving because I'll be going off to work. So yeah, if you just exit, and I'll exit here and you can just use the same code. Let me know. You're not vanished yet, so I can't leave. Not letting me leave, so. Oh, there you go. You left now. So I'll exit. There you go. You can pop around, but I'm going to go to work. I won't be able to pop to Scrooges though, so. But you're more than welcome to pop by and take any supplies you need off any of the tables. So, anyway, we'll leave it there. Yeah, and that's it. And until next week, because we do this every week. And we're watching or watch the live stream as well. Yeah, until in 2 days, everybody. Until next time.